It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Sunday, the 23rd of November. I'm Michael Groff. Want to take this opportunity to thank Michelle for sitting in for me yesterday, doing a spectacular job. Really do appreciate that. And I also appreciate you guys for showing her some tremendous support, all the wonderful comments and the well wishes for me. My voice is coming back. I am on the mend. It's going to take probably another 5 to 7 days, but I'll be back to full strength before you know it. And, all right. In the meantime, some scattered showers around right now across parts of Arizona. Yesterday, last night was tremendous. Just a nice light to moderate rain event. And that really kind of capped off these 3 storm systems that came through here. Most everybody got wet with at least 1/3 to 1/2 inch of rain. Just tremendous. Now, the week ahead looks like we will dry out. We'll start to warm up. Temperatures will get close to, if not a little bit above, seasonal averages. And Thanksgiving is looking fantastic. But what about next weekend? Are we going to see death, destruction? Are we going into the deep freeze? Or is it just going to turn somewhat colder and unsettled around here? Well, we'll talk about the wide array of possibilities, although I doubt death and destruction are among them, as we dive on in and discuss. I guess it depends on who you ask in this business, right? All right, here's the almanac from yesterday. 72 degrees was the afternoon high. 55 was that low temperature. 4,107 inch of rain officially in the bucket at Sky Harbor. We're way ahead on rainfall, at least year to date. Officially, that's great. And as we take a look outside right now here at 12:30 p.m., mostly sunny sky out there. Mostly cloudy sky out there right now. We're sitting at 63 degrees at Sky Harbor. It hurts to laugh. Dew points at 52, relative humidity 68%. The winds are calm, the barometer is steady. Oh my goodness. Satellite picture out here across the west. It's like I haven't done this in like 2 days. Put that in motion for you. You can see the disturbance that created all this active weather yesterday, last night. It is beginning to lift out. It is weakening here, but we could still see at least a few showers around. The watch warning map, pretty quiet considering this time of the year. Late November, we could have big winter storms. We could have widespread severe weather. Not much happening right now. Now, speaking of severe weather, the convective outlook, we do have a slight risk of severe storms, level 2 out of 5 over West Texas, San Angelo, Abilene, Midland. The marginal risk near Dallas-Fort Worth. The tropics in the Atlantic, the Caribbean, the Gulf, quiet, expected to remain so for the next 7 days. I know on social media, boy, I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but I didn't have a voice at all. I'm not going to get on my soapbox too much about it, but I know you've no doubt seen it. Some people are posting a major hurricane in the Gulf in 7 days. It's nonsense. Could there still be tropical activity? Theoretically, yes, but we just don't see any sign of anything developing for the next 7 days. And hurricane season runs through November 30th. So it sure looks like it's going to go out on a quiet note, but hey, we'll keep an eye on things. East Pacific, very quiet as well. Here's the precipitation outlook, valid through next Sunday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts in Phoenix. Could see about 1/10 of an inch at most here, a little bit more than that up north, and most of that is expected to actually occur right at the end of this period. Next Saturday night, early Sunday. And we're going to talk about what's going on with this weather pattern in more detail to the best of our ability as we check out the models, see what the future may hold. Here we go. The GFS, the 12Z run, valid 5 o'clock this afternoon. The upper look at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. Ridge in the east, there's our disturbance coming through the southwest, kind of moving on out of here. What it means for us down at the surface for the rest of the day. Today, partly sunny. Still a small chance we could see some showers around this afternoon. High temperatures about where they are now, mid-60s. Here's the HRRR, the High Resolution Rapid Refresh model, the composite reflectivity or simulated radar product. And again, the radar won't look exactly like this, but you get the idea. Some pop-up showers, widely scattered showers possible this afternoon. Better concentration a little bit to the north and east of Phoenix. For tonight, partly cloudy. Again, an evening shower possible. Otherwise, we'll clear out, we'll dry out. Lows mainly mid-40s to low 50s. Here's tomorrow. A few clouds around. High temperatures will top out in the mid to upper 60s. We should be in the upper 60s and low 70s on Tuesday with some passing clouds. Wednesday, low to mid 70s, should be beautiful. And Thanksgiving Day, low to mid 70s, partly sunny sky. And just another tremendous day. Average high temperature in Phoenix is in the low 70s. We'll be a few degrees above that, but should still be very nice. Here's Friday. Again, looks pretty quiet around here. Yeah, some clouds around at times. High temperatures still likely to get into the low, possibly middle 70s. But as we go into next weekend, here's where that forecast uncertainty comes into the mix. Okay. Got this trough of low pressure coming into the west, digging in here. The depth, the magnitude, the trajectory of this system is still very, very uncertain. If we take kind of this model, the GFS at face value, yeah, we could see some showers coming in by next Saturday. But given the overland trajectory, probably wouldn't produce much. Just some widely scattered rain here in the lower deserts, snow in the high country, not much though. Temperatures would still be around 70 until at least that cold front comes on through them. Then by next weekend or by next Sunday, this is the 30th, boy, that trough is digging on in here and very cold air aloft. And if that's right, yeah, temps would be well below average. We could see some scattered showers around, but again, this isn't going to interact. This isn't going to inject or advect a lot of moisture into the southwest. Still, with the big height falls, there would be enough instability to drive at least some showers around here. And temperatures, we could stay in the 50s all day if this is right. But again, this is out there in a week from now, and we have so many different solutions that it's just hard to say. And I know there's been the big buzz all over social media about some big Arctic blast and the country going into the deep freeze and winter is coming and all these guys that, but right now we just don't know. There's just too much uncertainty here. But a turn toward cooler weather is likely as we go out into next weekend. So keep that in mind. This is Monday, the 1st of December. It's the start of meteorological winter. Again, this low continues here over the southwest, so temperatures would be below average. I want to show you this. Let me just back this up for a second. One thing to note, the GFS, look at the thickness values here over the southwest. Thickness values here across Arizona, generally 5 in the mid to upper 540 range, 540 decameter range. That's very low thickness values. That's why we think temperatures would be so far below average in this scenario, and it's a little hard to imagine that. That's incredibly cold for late November and early December. Anyway, this is the first. Let's go out to the end of the forecast period. This is Tuesday, the 2nd of December rather. And if this is right, well, that low begins to lift out and we're still left with somewhat cool and dry conditions here. All right, looking at the ensemble guidance here, rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out through the 7th of December off the GFS ensemble, the mean about a half an inch. The Euro ensemble, this is very curious. The Euro ensemble, again, well over an inch. And boy, does it really pick up the precipitation out there by 7 to 10 days and beyond. You've got some members 2 and 3 inches, and it's not just the Euro, it's the Euro AI ensemble too. 51 members here. And most of the precipitation on this is, again, out at the 7 to 10 day period and beyond. And, the Euro AI has done a great job for months now. And I don't want to discount it, but it's a little bit hard to really buy into this given the pattern. But we will see how it plays out. It's kind of, this thing's been, got a pretty high batting average going for it. So, it's going to be a very interesting next 10 days at least here over the southwest. Temperatures off the national blend of models. Yeah, beautiful week ahead. Highs low to mid 70s each day. Trending down next weekend, maybe lower than this, depending on how things play out. Climate Prediction Center outlook. This is the 8 to 14 day period. Temperatures, if this is right out here through most of the west, below average, way below average. The probability is skewed heavily toward below average for the northern plain states. And precipitation remains skewed toward above average levels here over the southwest. And again, I love to see that. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video, voice pending, health pending, due back here tomorrow morning. We are going to try and keep these videos going regardless of who is behind the microphone, whether it's me, whether it's Michelle, whether it's Dan from the Courtroom Files YouTube channel, who knows? But, you know, I have a great support group that is committed to making sure you guys stay informed. It's a team, and I really do appreciate it. All right, if you enjoy what we do here, well, then be sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, suggestions, and of course, if you really want to support us, you can click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube, make that contribution to us that way, like David Nielsen did again yesterday, Friday and yesterday. And again, that is greatly appreciated. Thank you again, sir. Our PayPal, groffshow@gmail.com. That's our PayPal address. It's groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. Our Venmo is also linked up down below, so consider utilizing that as well. What else here? Oh, yes, of course. I would be remiss if I did not mention the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. And yes, fill-in host extraordinaire, who you guys were so gracious to, is my OAO, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle. Goodness, check her out. Blogs, videos, everything Michelle related, Kylie related, Adriana related. It's all linked up down below. I'm amazed I got through this entire video without coughing until right there. Sadly, I don't have a cough button, so apologies for that. Our streaming station is also linked up down below, so utilize that at your leisure. And Dan over at the Courtroom Files YouTube channel, The Courtroom Files on YouTube, courtroomfiles.com for all your Courtroom Files merch. Check him out. He runs an amazing channel, does a fantastic job. And you know, he's got a great team over there. His wife, Beth, who we wish a speedy recovery to as well. And even his son, Eli, stepping up. I mean, the key to all this, you guys, there's a couple of things. First, people around you that are supporting, and without getting too mushy, you guys, this audience, you guys, all your well wishes, everything. Again, I say it all the time. It sounds corny, it sounds cliche, it sounds like one of those things all these YouTubers say, but I mean, we couldn't be here without you guys. We really couldn't. There'd be no point. So thank you again. All right, please be safe. And you guys have yourselves a delightful rest of your Sunday.